Hello everybody, it's Sunday night. I wanted to get this video done on Friday night, but things didn't go the way that I wanted them to, but that's okay. And so I've got two different Christmas tree ideas to share with you. One, you can kind of see sort of how it's going to end up back here on this little tree, a little Christmas tree, garland on a Christmas tree. But I had the first one, I have, let's see, these little Christmas trees, and I was going to make these into a garland, but then my husband and I were talking about it after I had them all finished, and because they're completely circular like a regular Christmas tree, when you lay them against something, they're going to kind of tip out like this. So if you don't mind having it do that against the wall or whatever, it would be, it would not lay flat like this unless you're hanging it actually from something where it can hang down. That would be cute. That's what I had in my head when I made these, that it would just be hanging straight down. But the place that I wanted to put the garland when it's finished, it's definitely going to tip it outward like that, which isn't what I want. So I have another idea of how to use these. I'll show you that after. And so let's get into it. If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. It helps my channel if you give me a thumbs up. I'm new. I started doing YouTube last year, actually, under the name Heather B. Shaw, and then I had to change it to Heather B. Shaw DIY Style. So if you like my ideas or whatever, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, like, subscribe. So let's get into it. Let's see, which one do we want to start with first? Let's start with the regular Christmas tree first. The one that's shaped like a full tree. Let's get into it. Let me tilt you down here, and well, I've got my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing, and let's go. Here we go. I don't think it'll take too long. This video shouldn't be real long because I've already done the projects. I just need to show you how to do. First what you're going to do is you're going to make this cone. And how you do that, I just have a piece of paper here, is just take your piece of paper, what's written on here, might not want the world to see. So what you do is you take it and you just fold it like this and get the size tree that you want. And then what I did is I just gave it a little bit of hot glue. Like that. And okay, and then cut it out. Like so. I used cardstock for it because you could see this is a lot thicker than this. This is just a regular piece of computer paper to show you what I'm doing. And then I took it and made sure it was straight like that. And then I used this as my pattern because I just opened it back up like this. And then I was able to, my point's ripped off, but then I was able to take this and put it down on my piece of paper and cut several out at one time. And then all you gotta do is roll them up and glue them together. And I would glue all of your trees like this at first so that they have plenty of time to, the glue has plenty of time to harden up before you start working with it, because you don't want to be working on it and have your cone fall apart in the middle of your project. So, okay, so we got that. So to hot glue that, make those however many you want, and then, okay, then we're ready to move on. So we got all of our cones. And how you're going to start, let's see. For this project, I got this yarn at Walmart, and see how it's got like light greens and grays and blues, and then it's got some spots that's got dark green. I thought that would look a lot like a real tree, and I kind of think it does. I think they're, and then when I'm all finished, all the trees are different colors because they're made from a different point in the in the yarn. So what I did is down my seam, I just took a strip of glue like this, and that's where I started it, and I just let that sit there for a second. You probably should wear some finger protectors to do this because you're getting your fingers in the hot glue quite a bit. I've burnt my fingers quite a few times today. So then what I do is I took a section like a ½ inch, put my glue down, and then take my pinkies down here and hold it, and then use my finger up here and squish it down, and then bring it back down and back up, and then use your finger protector or something else like a pencil eraser or something to push your yarn together. So you want it like a ½ inch hanging over the bottom like this. So when you're done, it looks like a Christmas tree at the bottom like that. So then you just and you got to be careful too with your fingers on the inside of the paper because it actually gets pretty hot through the paper too. And every piece doesn't have to be perfect because a Christmas tree, every branch isn't exactly the same all the way around. So the unevenness kind of makes it look good. As long as it's not, try not to be messy. Uneven and messy are two different things. So you don't want to be overlapping and swirling it all over the place. It won't come out looking like a tree. It'll come out looking like, I don't know, maybe a bush. But anyway, and then if you have a section like that where the glue's already hardened up, just give it a little touch. And see, my finger got into the glue there. Leave it alone until it's actually completely dry, because then you can pick it off. But if you keep messing with it while it's wet, it just wants to blend right in and it makes it not look as good. Anyway, so you do that. You're going to go all the way around, and then when you're back to where you started, then you're going to start glue your pieces, like right here where you were holding with your finger to make your loop. Glue that down, press it down like this, put a little glue under it, press it down, and then that way when you start gluing your next row, this is glued down, so you can put glue on top of the strings right here, and you can also put glue on top on the paper right here. So you're going to glue, and then you're going to overlap, so you'd be doing like this. So it's like your tree branches are doing like a pine tree on the way up. See, like that. Okay, so I already have one that's kind of close to the end. I've gone all the way around because then I do the top and it's a little bit different at the top. So I'll show you. Put your glue and then loop, loop, press it in. Loop, press. See, I got a little bit more right here to do before I'm all the way at the point. Cover that with glue. Loop, loop, press, loop, press. And then when I get right to the top point, put your glue all the way around, all the way up. And then what I did is I just take it and spiral around all the way up to that point. Scooch it down. Just a little bit more glue. then you'll have a little tail probably. I just cut my string off because I wanted to be able to show you how to finish this off. I usually wouldn't have this cut off yet. I would wait until I was finished, so I'd make sure I had enough string. And then once it's hardened up, cut your little tail off, and then there you go. You have your Christmas tree. So then, okay, so that's that one. So I've already made several. I made this one. I put some little wooden beads on it, and some red beads and green bells and some gold bells. A little star thing at the top. I don't remember where I got these, but they're beads. Probably Michael's. And then in my craft stash, I have these handles that go to something. I don't know what they're for. They were in my father-in-law's stuff that he had in his basement, and he didn't want it anymore, so he gave them to me. So I just glued this up inside there to make it look like a tree trunk on this one. And another thing that I did is, let's see, okay, this one, I took a string and just put a wooden bead on the bottom of it so that it looks like the tree trunk for it. And then this one, I just put some garland around it and some silver beads. And then I made another one with another bead on the inside, and white, red, green pom-poms, and a little silver star on top. And then, let's see, I have this one that I put some silver and gold balls on. And this one just has gold bells and wooden beads on it. So this one, I took some cord that I actually just got from Michael's today. So it's $2.99, but it's kind of a thicker, stiff cord. I kind of like it. And then I also bought this one today, which was out of the same bin. But see, what I did is I just hooked two of them on a string. And what my plan is to, let me tilt you up without dumping you. Hey, there you are. I'm going to take on some knobs and stuff around my house, and I'm going to hang these off of the knobs. And I think that was my husband's idea, since I wasn't going to be able to use it like a garland like I had previously planned. But, like, let me see if I can put you over here so you can see. Like, I can hang it off of the side of a shelf like this. But I have knobs on my china cabinet. I could probably hang those off of the knobs on the china cabinet, or off of my TV stand, and then they would just be able to hang like that. But I think that they look kind of natural and rustic in kind of a neat way, and I really think that they're cute. What do you think? If you make them, let me know. Let me see how yours turned out. And then, okay, so my next Christmas tree, moving on, is this garland back. I'm sorry, didn't mean to shake you so hard, but this garland right here. So I want, my initial plan for the trees that I just showed you was to be able to have it hanging on a cabinet that I have in my living room. At the bottom of it, I wanted it to go from one side to the other, but I wasn't thinking about it not hanging flat, like I said. So this is what I've done for, let me get rid of this, for that idea is I have a scrap piece of foam board. You can get this anywhere, Dollar Tree, Walmart, anywhere. And I've had this piece for a really long time. I just keep using it for small pieces and doing different things with it. But what I did is I cut out some small triangles like this, and see, they're flat. So then what I've done is, because my husband suggested that I do it in a brighter green, so it looks kind of more like a cartoony type tree, and to see how that would look, because the other ones look kind of like realistic style trees. So I've got some more yarn. This one is a kind of a bright green. So what you do with it is, let me tilt you back down one more time, see if I can shake you up. Okay, there we go. Can you see? Okay, right here. So I got glitter everywhere. So on this, what I did is, because you want this covered too, so I'll start showing you, is I did a little streak of glue here on the side like that, and then take it, put your finger up here above the glue so you're not sticking your finger in it, and hold it there for a second, and then press it on. Again, you probably want to use your finger guard. And then go back down. And same thing as before. Have your pieces. This is the same concept. You're just doing it on a flat surface from what we did with that last tree. Okay. So there you're started. You can't see the edge now. And it would probably be good too if you painted this green first, if you really didn't want the white to show, but I didn't think it turned out too bad. So what you're going to do is just start doing the same thing as you did with the other one. Back and forth. Hold it, pull it tight so you don't have spaces in between. Have some overhang. And just keep going. Okay, so I have one already started. That's almost finished. So I'm at this point with it. So when I get over, do a whole row over to this side, what I think is easier when you're down in this part is take your string and glue it back over so that you're always starting from left to right, because it's kind of hard. It's hard to do it from right to left. So that's how I've done it. But when I get to the top, because you need to cover the edges, I just go all the way around, because then it's one less string that you have to do to cover the top, and then just press it on. Okay, and then make yourself a loop. And then now we're going to start here. So you want to go over your threads a little bit that you've already done, and don't put too much glue because it's going to dry faster than you can work with it. And just keep going. Press it down. Just keep going until you have the whole thing covered. See, my glue dried or cooled, whatever you want to call it. Back and forth. And press it on good. There's a little bare spot and my piece isn't stuck very good. So I press that right in with my glue gun. And then right there. Okay. And then turn it over. Take your string down the back a little bit. Cut it off. Make yourself a loop. And this is how I've finished these off so far, and it seems like it's working. I just put a good sized glop there. Now, if you wanted to hang this in a window or something, you could just keep going all the way around and just, you know, never stop with it. You could just, you know, do like you're doing one of these, but on a flat surface, just go all the way around. And I think that would be cute too. But mine's going to hang up against a hard surface, so there's no need to do the back. And then if you have any glue things after you're finished, you can go back and pull those off after it's completely cooled, because it's easier to get rid of it once it's cooled off and no longer stretching. So there we go, like that. And then I haven't done anything yet at the bottom for a trunk. And I haven't decided yet whether I want to actually put ornaments on these like I did the others or not. I did buy a pack of these different colored bells today. I got those at Michael's, but I think they're cute. See, they're all different colors. If I would have had these when I was doing the other ones, I would have used it. But this one's not dry yet, so the glue's still kind of white. But I covered this bigger one that I started with because I was going to make all of them this size. And then I'm like, that's going to take forever. So, see, these are much smaller. But I think once the glue dries, it's going to look good. It's going to be frosty looking. And then, like I said, then I have my garland back here in the corner. Maybe move you up again. I can add one more to it. Then this garland will have 5 on it. And then, I'll actually have 6 because I'll finish up that one that I started back there. And then decide if I want to put trunks on it or not. I was thinking about maybe cutting some wine corks in half long ways and using wine corks on it so then it's still kind of laying flat. Or one other thing I thought is I have some of these wood pieces, but the only thing about that is if I put them on there, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let me know what you think. What you think I should use. I do have some just like small little stick pieces too. That might look cute. Let me see. Can you see that? Would it be worth it? I don't know. Would it be worth it to even bother? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I have plenty of sticks in my backyard too. I can go out there and cut some a little bit longer. I think I might want to put some on it and still have it be frosty with glitter. But yeah, let me know what you think. All right, I think that's it. Again, if you like my video, like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. I like getting comments from you guys, and I try to answer them all. I try. And let me know if there's anything you want me to try to make. It's still early, but I am starting to put up my Christmas decorations. So, let me know what you're into this year. Thanks. Have a good night, and I'll see you probably at the end of the week. Have a good night. Bye.